Yo, tonight it's my story, and the question is, what did I daydream about? And I was thinking that I daydreamed about what I'm doing right now. I know that sounds ridiculous, and I think that was like a thing that plagued me for like a long time, but as a kid, the whole time was I seen myself in Hollywood. Well, I would have daydreams. I don't know if they're like, I don't know what you call them, visions, daydreams. I would see myself in Los Angeles, in Hollywood, going on auditions, um, just like being an artist. Before that, I had daydreams of playing in the NFL, and I believed I had the ability and that it was not going to be that difficult. But one of my coaches, he wasn't even my coach. He was my gym teacher, but he was a former football coach for the high school, and he was saying that I was too short. But I just never even thought about it like that. I get that wherever I go. You know what I mean? Especially because I'm a traveler, you know what I mean? I'm always going to be the new person, so they're always going to underestimate you no matter what you do. So, you know what I mean? I just taken it in stride. After a while, I just started liking it and that's where I think that's where the dangerous comes from, because, you know, I just like, when I first started going places, I would just, at first, when I was a kid, when I was like a little kid, I'd go places and I would just, yo, what's up, yo, 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 you know what I mean? And like, I felt that some of my peers would be either offended or they would be cautious of me. You know what I mean? Because I don't know, like this new guy, he's like all cool. He's all being friendly with everyone. So I stopped being friendly with everyone. You know what I mean? And as a kid, as I started moving around, I just decided that I would just play in the cut. And then after a while, people would get to know me. Then it would just work out like that. You know what I mean? I don't have to try it. I don't have to do anything. Just be myself, and people would just gravitate to me. So when I got there, like when I go places, I don't really say anything. I just stay quiet in the corner, and then something comes up, and you don't know. You know what I mean? I've been doing things for a long time, but I haven't told anyone. I'm just sitting around. You know what I mean? Observing. Also, when you go to new places, you don't want to. I don't know what other people want to do, but like I'm traveling, so like I'm here to see what it's all about. I'm here to be a part of the experience of where I'm at. I'm not trying to push what I've done, you know what I mean? I feel like if there's a time when what I've been through can help here or add to this, then I'll do that. But like, there's no need for me to I would like to enjoy how it is, you know what I mean? So I could get caught up in the mix. And he was like, you're just too short. And I still had I think I had a chance. I had even without even playing, the word was so good that people from St. Mary's came to talk to me about it. And but then halfway through high school, I think my junior year, I don't know what happened, man. My dad was getting on my nerves. It's just, you know what I mean? Like, he was abusive before, but I had got to a point where I you know how you have it like right here, and I don't know what happened. And one day he like grabbed me, and I just like went off. So now I was kicked out, and he destroyed all my stuff. And then for a little bit, my mom moved out and got a place, but then I think she just wanted to go back, so she sent me back to Philly. You know what I mean? So, and I was back in Philly in high school, but I really wasn't. I was still kind of mad that I was kicked out, you know what I mean? I'm out here. But I was enjoying, so I was like skipping school and I was just hanging out with the fellas. I was in the alley. Some of my boys would be going to school, and then I would get up, I act like I'm going to school. Then I would come back. I would just chill, wait till it's time for everybody to get out of school. Then I would go to the alley. We all just hang out. So I kind of fucked off my the beginning of my senior year in there. But there was like also all kind of stuff, like they had metal detectors in my school. We only have one high school in my city, and everybody comes to that high school. And we had metal detectors, and for some reason, it was so many people in my class, in some of my classes, that there were students like up on the heaters and stuff, like on the radiators, and so like I wasn't even like trying to hear all that, but I was like I don't know what happened this later now, it doesn't matter now, but I was like cutting class and I was trying to find a way to get out, and for some reason the principal was like Joe Clark or some shit. He rounded all the people that were up in the hallways and all those people, and we got us all into the auditorium. He got us all into the auditorium. We were all in the auditorium. He was like, I just want y'all to know, y'all not really doing nothing here. Y'all not really going to class. So y'all out here wilding. Y'all all are suspended until you have your parents come back up here and talk to me. All of y'all. So then he was like, I'm going to write all y'all names down, and then y'all leave, and that's how it's gonna be. So everyone started getting in line, started taking everybody's names, and I'm like, man, I am not. First of all, I don't have a parent here. My parents are in Alaska. Second of all, like, I'm with my aunt, and my aunt's like already stressed out. She doesn't really need all that kind of shit, and so I dipped out of that. So I don't know if I ever got kicked out. I don't know if I was ever suspended. I know I was in that, but I don't think they ever got my name. And I don't know, like, you know what I mean? It's so many kids, you know what I mean? So I think I got away, but I don't know. I'm not sure. You know what I mean? I was just out there when I was in Chester. I was out there wilding, you know what I mean? I had a gold tooth. I was on the block all the time. My favorite, I was shooting dice all the time, just like, that was my thing. Dice games. That's how I make my money to eat for the week. You know what I mean? My mom would send me like $28 or something for like the month, or $40, and I would just take it out there and just like, yeah.